Okay, so really quickly, this is exactly what you have to look forward to at the end of this video. You can see we got a nice vibrant desktop. It's really a feel-good desktop. You can see our colors down here. Everything about this is vibrant. If we look at our folder, you remember in the first episode where I told you it doesn't matter, we can change it up. You can see I've done that. I've changed it up. You can see that we now have it. Everything just jumps out at us now. It's really nice. You can also see right here, if we look down here, we now can click right here and we have all the cool apps. Everything comes up. It's no longer at the top looking basic. We can scroll down. We have our system settings. We have everything at our fingertips, and it is super duper cool. Now, over here, if we come over here, you can see we have access to our volume right here. We have our Bluetooth, so it's really easy for us to connect to Bluetooth devices. Any USB ports that's plugged in, we can see them right here. We have our Wi-Fi, so if we want to connect to a different one, we can right here. And then you can see down here, we also have our calendar, our days of the month, all that cool stuff. This honestly is just a really cool starting point. And this is what you have to look forward to by the end of this video. Now, if you didn't watch the very first episode where we unboxed the Raspberry Pi and set it up for the first time, you want to go back and watch that video first and then come back to this one. Let's get started. All right, so here we are at the desktop. This is how we left it, but just in case, we want to click on the terminal, and we're just going to run a quick command. If you remember from the previous video, sudo apt update. This is just going to run and let us know if we have any updates that we need to do or anything like that. And as you can see, all of our packages are up to date. Now we're only going to be in the terminal for a few minutes. The next thing we want to do, now that we know we're up to date, is we actually want to install KDE. So to install that is really simple. We're going to say sudo, which is meaning we have permission. apt is our package manager. We're going to tell our package manager to install KDE, and it's Plasma desktop, just like this. We're going to say enter, and right now it has started installing. It's asking us right now, do you want to continue? I'm going to say yes, and at that point it's going to go do its thing, and when it come back, we should have KDE Plasma installed. Okay, so while we're waiting on this to finish up installing, the main reason why we're using KDE Plasma is because it's 100%, like every aspect of it is customizable. Now, this could be a good thing and a bad thing. Like, I'm not the type to go deep in the weeds of customization because honestly, I feel like it just sucks the productivity up out of your day. But if you want that functionality, if you want to change the look and feel of something, KDE Plasma makes it really easy to do it. Now, personally, I like GNOME, which is usually with Ubuntu. So if you use the Ubuntu, you know what GNOME look like. I usually don't do a lot of customization to Ubuntu. I like it fresh out the box. It gives me the feel of my Mac. KDE to me gives you more of the feel of a Windows laptop or a Windows operating system. So if you're into Windows, you're probably really gonna like this. It's just way more customizable than Windows ever would be. So with that being said, let's finish up this install and then I'm gonna show you a few things. All right, looks like we only got a few seconds left before it's finished. We're at 92% with looks like 2 seconds left on the clock. So right now it should be extracting the template. So all right, so right now what it's asking us is which display manager do we want? I'm gonna do SDDM because honestly that's what I'm familiar with. So I'm gonna say enter. It's gonna go through, it's gonna do its thing. Once it finishes writing this image or updating it, we'll be able to move on to the very next step. This honestly shouldn't take that long. All right, looks like we're finishing up now. We got 1% left and then we can move on to the next step. How's it going? Will here, and on this channel I talk about tech and automation. Now if that's your jam, you're definitely in the right place. Let's jump back into the video. If you're enjoying it, make sure you give me a thumbs up so I'll know to create more videos like this one. All right, and we just finished up. So now what we want to do is we're gonna shut down and log back in. I was finna type it in here, sudo power off, but that makes no sense. We can do it the normal way. We're gonna say shutdown, and we're gonna say reboot. So it just shut down, and you're gonna see it booting back up. You can hear the fans kicking in on the Pi. It's pretty loud actually. And we can see that it's working because our mouse has changed. All right, this is KDE Plasma right here. Over here, we can pick which one we want. We can do Raspberry, so desktop session, Raspberry Pi desktop on X. I'm not sure what that is. We have Plasma Wayland, Wayfire. We have the default, and we could just do, let's just do Plasma Wayland. After that, we can type in our password, click enter, and now we have it loaded up. Okay, that wasn't too bad. And now you can see we have a more modern looking one. So we can see this gives us that, click right here, this gives us that Windows feeling. If I hit the Pi button, or my super key as they like to call it, you know, it automatically brings that up for me, and I can start typing in whatever I'm looking for. So this right here to me is a way better look and feel. Now we do have a few things up in here that we want to customize. Like for example, I want to customize my overall theme. So inside of KDE, you have different types of themes. So you have what's called a normal theme, where you're just customizing the theme and leaving everything else alone. Or you have a global theme, where is trying to match up everything, icons and everything, to match whatever theme you pick. That's the route I'm gonna take, only because again, I'm not really deep into, you know, going crazy with the customizations. All right, so let's take a look. So I'm gonna click right here, and I'm gonna show job themes, and I want this one right here to say global themes. All right, so you can see right now we on Debian Breeze. I can come over here and go to Debian Breeze Dark if I wanted to. All I gotta do is hit apply, and you can see it says appearance settings, and if I click right here, desktop and Windows layout, so we'll apply to all of that. This is global, but I'm gonna exit that, and we're gonna come right here to where it says get new global theme, and right here I can look at this and see what tickles my fancy. So we're able to see like what themes are. If we have a specific one we like, we can roll with it. So I'm just looking through here, to be honest with you, to see what I like. So I know this right here is way too much for me. I know I don't like that. I kind of like this. I do kind of like that. This one right here got 5,000 downloads. I wonder, am I able to filter this by downloads? Yep. Let's show by highest rated. Okay, so actually I like this right here. This looks like it turns your computer into some old. I don't want that. I do like Dracula KDE. I'm a big fan of the Dracula stuff, so I kind of want to do this, but I really don't want to be stuck with a dark theme. I think I'm gonna start here because honestly, I like those colors. They're vibrant. They jump out at me. I kind of like it. I kind of wanted something with a background, like a playful background, like a cartoonish background, something like this, but more vibrant. But the cool thing about this is where we start isn't where we have to finish. So for the sake of the video time, I'm going to start with this one. I'm going to click on install. Now it's asking me for my password. So I'm just going to put in my password. I'm going to say okay. Probably should have did this one. This one got 142,000 downloads. That make me feel like this theme know what it's doing. So maybe I'm gonna install this one too. I'm gonna confirm with my password. Okay, you see I got the green checkbox right here. That means it's completed. It does take a little time, but you gotta wait on this to finish. It's gonna give you a green checkbox just like that. Once you've done, once you see that checkbox, then you know that it's downloaded. So we're just gonna wait for it to finish up. All right, and there we have it. It just gave me the green checkbox. All right, so basically what I do now is I can click use. So if I click on here, I click use, you can see that it's now changed that theme up to use that. I really like that. The plasma style, the icons, the brightness of it all. I kind of like that. So what I can do is right now I can change up the look and feel. Like we up on the application style. I can change up the look and feel to more match this aesthetics if I wanted to. So maybe I would probably do something like this because this is so dark. Oh no, that doesn't look right. So I would say apply. Guess I would just keep it at this, at breeze. For plasma style, it has it on dark. If I come down here, I can see these are the ones that match the ones I have. So I could go with, I think I like Sweet Mars. So you can see that changed this down here. My colors, that's right here. I can change my colors how I see fit. So window tile, instead of this super dark, I kind of want something more. I think I would go with this right here. Yeah, I like that a lot better. With window decorations, this is how it looked. This is the one I think I'm on this one right here right now. So if I wanted to, I could probably switch to, honestly, I don't think I want to switch. I think I like this one the best. I could go with, actually I like this one because those colors just pop. I'm a sucker for vibrant colors. Yeah, I like that. So I'll come over to the fonts. With my fonts, it's really simple. This is gonna be, let's see here. Let's see if they got my go-to. Okay, so they don't have JetBrains font, which kind of sucks, but here's what it is. I can at least bump this up to, I'll say 18. I'm gonna say okay. And let's see, width, I'm gonna bump this up to 18 as well. And we're gonna change this to, I guess since it's supposed to be small, we can put it at 13. Now we can come down here. We can say apply, come back over here. This right here is just us picking out, like, you know, what we want our theme icons to be. I could, let's see here. You definitely have the option to get new icons. Like if you click right here, say get new icons, another window will pop up and you'll be able to go through here and you can get Windows icons, you can get Mac icons, you can get whatever icons you want, to be honest with you. They have quite a few up in here that you can pick from. But for me, I think I'm gonna roll with the icons they're giving me. I kind of like it. It's not that big of a deal to me, so I'm going to stick with that. So I'm gonna exit out of here. And if I just wanted to change it up, you can see this is what changed with the global theme. But if I wanted to, I could put it back to breezy icons, and it's showing me the icons right here. So if I wanted to keep those, I could say apply, and you can see it changes my icons back. But I don't want to keep those, so I'm gonna click apply to put it back at these right here. Now what I want to do is my cursor. Honestly, I don't really think I'm too concerned with the cursor. Like this is the one that comes with it, but yeah, I think I like this. If it was one that made me feel like you could see it easier, then I would say yeah, I'm all for it. Now this, I made my cursor as big as possible, so I'm gonna say apply, just because I wanted it bigger, but it doesn't seem like it made a difference. So let's see, bigger. Let's switch over to here, say apply. And right now I can see my cursor. Now if I come back over here and say apply, all right. And now, so when it's actually on something, it gets bigger. If it's not on nothing, it doesn't get bigger. So I like that. So I'm gonna say font management. I guess over here is where I could actually install a new font, but since I've never done that, I can see that get new fonts, and I just want to know if they got JetBrains. Nope. Okay, no worries. Close that out. I'll leave this alone for now. And then my splash screen would be like when you first logging in. So if I click play, this is what it's gonna look like now. So okay, I'll roll with that. Or I could change it to this, but I'm gonna leave it at this. It's no longer gonna be this right here. That's what global mean. It changes everything for you. Now the next thing I can change up if I really wanted to is I can come down here, click exit. You can see this changes up, and you can see all of this is much bigger because we changed it in the menu. Now if you don't want yours this big, you can always, keep it small, but honestly I don't want no super small font because I don't want to stress my eyes if I don't have to. So yeah, that's my thing. Now it's a few things down here you can see. So first of all, let me click on this and see what is this. Plasma desktop workspace, preferred browser. Okay, so I don't want that browser. So what I'm gonna do is come over here to, do I have Firefox? Yes, I do. All right, I'm gonna click on Firefox, and while it's loading up, okay, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Oh, okay, it's cool. All right, I'm gonna right click and I'm gonna pin this to taskbar because I want it down there. Next thing I want to do is, you can see we now have snapping back, and you can see this is from our video number 1. So even though we did the upgrade, we can see that everything stayed. So I feel like on video, honestly, this is a little big for my taste, but because I'm doing this video, I think that this is the perfect size so you can see exactly what I'm doing. So I'm gonna close out of that. I can set this up later, so I'm not gonna worry about it for right now. Yeah, I'm good to go. The last thing I want to do is maybe change out this wallpaper. So configure desktop and wallpaper. We just right click. Now all of these are cool, but these, as you know, are the ones that came with the theme. These right here. We could always download one online if we wanted to, but I kind of like this one right here. It puts me in the mind of, it's a feel good image. And if we look at it, like, come on, man, that is pretty stellar. Like I said, I'm a sucker for vibrant colors. I like any vibrant colors because they just give you that feel good. And as you can see with KDE, if we click right here, we can see we have sign in. Not sure what that's for, but we can, oh, okay, that's to sign in for KDE. So that's what if we wanted to sign in. This is Firefox is asking me, do I want to make it my default browser? Sure, why not? And you can see this KDE Plasma, so I'm gonna actually turn that down. You can see now I have access to my Bluetooth. It's right here. I have mounts right now, so anything that's plugged in, this is actually my operating system right here. So that's pretty cool. My Wi-Fi, I have all those connections right here now, and I'm able to go in here, use it how I see fit. Now if you don't like the translucence of it, then you might want to pick something different, but honestly I like this. I like being able to pop it open and then still see what's behind it. So you can display configurations. So if I click on it, I can enable presentation mode and all that other cool stuff. So it's pretty nice. I like it. Now if I right click again, you can see configure display settings. This is your display settings right here. Now depending upon what size screen you on will determine how big you can go with this. Now you can see you can do full HD or HD. You can see this goes up to 60 Hertz. And you can see you can automatically have your RGB range be detected, and this just asks you how are you using it. So you can see this is scaled at 100%. So if you wanted it smaller, at 75%, you can say apply, and you can see what that does is give you a lot more screen real estate. So if I Exit out of that, you can see I have more screen real estate because I went down to 75%. But you can see that if I click on here, I can still see everything really good. I just have more screen real estate. The only thing that you really can't see really good is like this area right here where I didn't make it bigger. But everything else, like this right here, would honestly, this is like the ideal size for me. And if I close out of there and I use my super key, I click that. Like now, I like this. It's not super big in your face, but it is a nice size. So I think I'm gonna keep it at 75%. You don't have to keep yours there. You can leave yours at 100. I get it. It might be a little bit small. It just depends on your style. And honestly, I think this is where we're gonna stop it at. Like, we were able to get everything set up. You can literally go a lot further than what I did. But honestly, I just wanted a look and feel that when I turn it on, it makes me feel good and I'm ready to get to work. Like I've said probably 10 times at this point, I'm a sucker for vibrant colors. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, make sure you give me a thumbs up and I'll see you in the next video. Till next time, later.